I'm in Omaha, Nebraska, about to speak to a couple of thousand people who agree with you and me that the government's not staying in the confines of the Constitution. By the way, you look a lot younger wearing a necktie, Eric.
I knew that was going to come up sooner or later. Judge Andrew Napolitano, thanks a lot for joining us. We'll see you around 12/11 next week. All right, everything you ever needed or wanted to know about the Constitution, check out The Constitution and Freedom with Judge Napolitano on thefoxnation.com. Well, some people said aid and money, spend and send aid and money to help the victims of the earthquake in Haiti. Others are a bit less sympathetic. Have you heard what Pat Robertson and Danny Glover had to say? That's next. While millions pray for the victims of the magnitude 7.0 earthquake in Haiti, some people are acting less than compassionately, with Pat Robertson blaming the earthquake on a pact Haiti made with the devil, and Danny Glover attributing the earthquake to the failure in Copenhagen, in other words, global warming. With reaction, Father Jonathan Morris, Fox News contributor and author of The Promise, God's Purpose and Plan When Life Hurts. Boy, Father, life is hurting for a lot of people in Haiti right now. When I heard the Pat Robertson quote, we're gonna play it for you in 1 second. I was just, you know, I'm a Catholic, a practicing Roman Catholic. I go to church every Sunday. I'm a Christian. I heard that. The guy's done a lot of great things. I was just like, is he delusional? Is he? Right. What's going on there?
You know, it hurts so much because he himself has done so much good for so many people. I remember my grandparents used to watch the 700 Club, and they were inspired by this man. But over the last several years, Pat Robertson has said some absolutely outrageous, offensive, and I would say extremely irresponsible things that have big consequences precisely because of the position he's been in and the good things that he's done.
Let's take a listen to that soundbite, if you don't mind, you guys.
They got together and swore a pact to the devil. They said, we will serve you if you'll get us free from the French. It's a true story. And so the devil said, okay, it's a deal. And they kicked the French out. You know, the Haitians revolted and got themselves free. But ever since, they have been cursed by one thing after the other.
You know, Father, the most disturbing part of that, the true story part, you see, those two were true story. Like, he was, you know, he knows for sure. Was that just misplaced? How would you characterize it?
First of all, it's legend. The idea goes, the story goes that in the end of the 1700s, the Haitians, in order to free themselves from the French, made a pact with the devil, and then they rebelled and they got free. You know what? That has nothing to do with what's going on in Haiti right now. It has nothing to do with it whatsoever. There are good people in Haiti. And my goodness, the thought that anytime anybody suffers, it's because God is mad, that is not Christianity. That is not common sense. And we have to say, you know what, the people around Pat Robertson have to say, come on, let's think. Let's not try to make news about this. Let's think.
And what happens now? Does he come out and retract the statement or clarify the statement? I mean,
he has tried to make some clarification, saying that he wasn't saying that this was a curse from God. But anybody, he said, read it in context. I've seen it in context. It's very obvious that he's saying the history of the Haiti people, including what we're discussing right now, because that's why they're talking about it, has to do with the fact that they made this treaty with the devil. I don't know if it is or not, but I, as a human being, am not going to read the mind and heart of God and say on a public airwaves, hey, this is because of this. He hasn't been very good with the prophecy of late anyway. He shouldn't be prophesying this way. He said in 2007 the United States was going to experience catastrophic terrorism, something like nuclear. A man who's speaking in the name of God has a bigger responsibility to grow in humility and to be careful with what we say.
Father, tough question here. Has the Vatican made a statement either, you know, have they come out and said an opinion on Robertson or have they made a statement on what's going on in Haiti?
The Vatican surely won't say anything about Pat Robertson. I think it's so obviously not out of whack that the Vatican doesn't need to say anything. But certainly the Holy Father, the Pope, has made a statement just a couple hours after the earthquake saying that he's with the people, that we're all with the people of Haiti. All of us, whether we're Catholic or Christian or a non-believer, we are with the people. And the first thing we have to do, besides understanding the theology behind of why did God allow this to do, is first be there with the people, comfort them, help them, either physically or financially in whatever way we can.
All right, I think Bill Hemmer said it perfectly. If your heart doesn't break, you don't have a heartbeat. He did that right from Haiti. Okay, Father Jonathan Morris, thank you very much. Fox News contributor and author of The Promise, God's Purpose and Plan When Life Hurts. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, next, more special favors in the economic stimulus, but you really aren't going to like to hear some of this stuff. It has something to do with global warming. Next. We keep digging up dirty little secrets of that economic stimulus package that add up to a lot of goodies for special interests, like a bunch of our tax dollars going to one of the scientists whose hacked emails were dubbed ClimateGate. Remember those? Here's Tom Borelli. He's the senior fellow at the National Center for Public Policy Research. Tom, you emailed me the other day and you said, take a look at this. There's a guy, Michael Mann. Immediately, I remember the emails. Remember the unfortunate lack of cooling. Remember all those crazy emails. Well, he was at the center of some of those emails, but he's getting some money from the stimulus package?
Yeah, how's that stimulus plan working for all of us, right? $787 billion and still 10% unemployment.
How much did he?
His grant was about $540,000 over 3 years.
Directly to him, to his group.
To his group, right.
And now, but you note that there was almost a $2 million grant to Penn State. Is that where he is?
He's at Penn State University. Penn State University also got another $1.9 million grant to investigate climate change and infectious disease. Again, we were sold on the notion that the stimulus was for jobs and job creation, but as we know, it looks like it's special favors for Chicago-style politics. We're not seeing job growth, but what's a big concern here is that if there's such concern about the quality of the data that this man has produced, he's getting R&D possibly for more propaganda. Remember, this whole green economy is built on the notion that man is causing global warming, and Michael Mann is at the center of that. And these emails that they were all looking at, it seems like the scientists themselves don't believe there's such a consensus because they have the conclusion that man's causing it, and now they're trying to ram the data to force fit it. It's the round peg in the square hole.
We're going to talk about that. And I just want to do yourself a favor. Go to recovery.gov. Go below the fold. There's the map of the United States. Pick any state in the union. Press on it. It highlights the state. Pick any one of those tiny thousands and thousands and thousands of dots, and you'll see a grant or a loan or a program, and it'll show you how many jobs are created. And I'd say 90% of those, the job number is 0. It'll drive you absolutely crazy. All right, so go ahead. Now, you tell me that Arnold Schwarzenegger has a plan for what for California?
I think he has a Green Buildings initiative that he's either legislating or announced. Schwarzenegger, like many politicians these days, is out of touch with reality. Again, he's fighting the global warming war. He doesn't realize that the war is kind of over. These ClimateGate emails starting to show that, it's really, there were a lot of manipulating of the data. He's fighting an old war. But importantly, the citizens of California are now rising. There's an initiative to take out a cap-and-trade bill that was Schwarzenegger passed a couple of years ago. So there's going to be a voter initiative to suspend that bill for a while. He's got problems with jobs. He's got problems with economy. He's got trouble with budgets. And what is he worried about? Global warming.
Yeah, but he can fix that. He can just write a few IOUs in California. Will be A-OK. $23 billion, not part of any package, not part of the Department of Energy. $23 billion for cash for caulkers. You can apply for it and make your home a little bit more energy efficient. We're talking a lot of money.
It's money. I mean, basically, they talk about helicopter Ben Bernanke. That's small compared to what's going on in the stimulus plan. I mean, it is a huge affront to, they're picking our pockets and they're giving it to special interests.
All right, real quickly, Tom, just to give us your idea. Everyone has a different number for it, but if cap and trade goes through and if it's going to get rammed down our throat, what does that mean for an individual, or I'm sorry, a family, a household in America?
Most important, all our standards of living are going to suffer. All our prices are going to go up for energy and all the products we buy. All the jobs are going to go overseas. Alcoa just signed a big deal with the Middle Eastern country, Saudi Arabia, to build an aluminum plant. Jobs going overseas.
Tom, we got to leave it there. Tom Borelli, senior fellow at the National Center for Public Policy Research. Thank you very much. All right, we'll be right back.
Okay, it's 5 p.m. I gotta finish this conference call, I gotta walk the dog, I'm stuck on the train, need to make dinner. Did you pick up the kids from soccer practice yet? There's no time to watch this show now. Hey, it's okay. Just do what Glenn does. DVR it. Then, like Glenn, you can watch it late night on your couch with the scoop, well, Actually, a pint. Okay, a gallon of Grater's ice cream. Set your DVR for Glenn Beck, 5 p.m. every day.
All right, this week Glenn sat down with Sarah Palin for his first one-on-one interview with the former governor. You can catch it all tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern. Here's a sample.
I can't tell you how many times I thought in my head, be careful, watch it, careful, careful, careful. How many times just now did you think that? Because you know there are people just laying in wait to get you to say something.
Well, of course, in the back of my mind, I know what's coming. I know what's coming. It's going to hit you too, Glenn, once this show airs, even that the topic was even discussed. So, you know, we just brace ourselves. But so be it. There are a lot of important things going on in this world right now, and I think that if we were to hesitate and hunker down and not say what we believe, we're going to be part of that system that so many Americans are losing faith in. I'm not going to be a part of that.